Hey guys, this is Cronus Falls coming at you again with another video. I had so much fun with that last Fire Knight one that I thought I'd show you what I'm doing for Spider 20 as well, for anyone who's stuck out there. So let's just go over the team real quick. First of all, Miscreated Monster. Now, this guy is a beast for Spider, as you all know. His shields are insane off of his A2 here. Has a 50% chance to stun, which is clutch against Spider because it gets half those spiders not moving, not killing your peeps. And then the shield is equal to 25% of the damage inflicted, which is going to be huge on this build. And then couple that with his ally protection. Like that shield's not going down. He's healing, it's all good. So the build here, as you can see, I've got him at about 62k defense, or HP, sorry. About 1570 defense, 210 speed, 100% crit, 137 crit damage, and 237 AC for the stuns. And as far as masteries, I actually went into War Master for Spider and dungeons in general. I just found that him doing some more damage to the boss was more helpful since his shields were already big enough to keep my guys alive. So anyways, he's first, and then we've got Stag Knight down here. Now this guy, he's really been coming in clutch. You saw him in my last Fire Knight video if you check that out. But with his 2-hit A1, that slow speed, and that keeps the Spider completely on lockdown as long as you've got enough turn meter manipulation to go with it. Lets you rotate that stuff back around and get it a lot faster. So you'll see that coming up. And then Huntsmaster. Now this is a really good ability. 3-turn cooldown, has a 100% or 95% chance when booked, but 100% with masteries, of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff and a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Now, when paired with Miscreated Monster, I mean, this is doing a ton. His shields are massive when everyone's got a decreased defense on them, and then decreased attack, if with Miscreated Monster especially, if they're attacking into a shield with decreased attack and ally protection, I mean, it's like they're invincible. So those are kind of the two main guys that make this build work. Then Apothecary for speed, obviously, as well as his defense aura, 21% in dungeons. I should go over Stag Knight's masteries real quick. He's got War Master to do damage for the Spider. He's got Sniper, so that he gets that extra 5% chance as far as landing all of his debuffs. And then he's got Master Hexer to extend those, as well as Evil Eye to get a 20% turn meter reduction on the first A1. So again, just helping to keep that turn meter down, especially early on in the fight. And then we've got Apothecary is in Giant Slayer here. Other than that, basic masteries I've got him built for Clan Boss. And then Armiger. So in the Fire Knight video, I also showed this guy, but I've actually made a couple of changes to one of my Armigers. So this one, he's built for decent crit damage. I could probably get it a little higher if I rebuilt him. But he's got to have the 228 accuracy to drop turn meter with his A1, which drops it by 30%. And then the crit damage is for this ability, his A2, which hits off of enemy max HP. So he puts out some pretty good damage, I think, usually with a defense down around 500,000 against the Spider. So pretty solid. And then my other one, in the last video, I also had this guy built similarly to this one, but I've since changed it because once I switched out Rosin in my Spider team for Stag Knight, I needed someone to take the Spider hits. So he still works on Fire Knight just as well as before, but I bumped him up to, let's see here, 3250 defense, still got 100% crit rate to hit that turn meter reduction. Not a whole lot of crit damage, but he's got the accuracy. And then very important, he has the lowest health on my team. So you see 24-4 here. This guy's got 27-4. So that way, the one with the high defense is the one who's going to be taking the attacks from the Spiderlings. I'd say the only way I could really improve on this is if I could get his resist up over 200 so that the Spider wasn't landing as many poisons on him. But it doesn't really matter. You'll see here in a second, he's not going down. So that's the team: 2 Armigers, a Apothecary, a Stag Knight, and a Miscreated Monster. So let's jump into it. Alright, so Spider's Den here. Let's go stage 20. And let's go. So you see from the start here, speed up from Apothecary, and then boom, big shields from Miscreated Monster. Didn't get a whole lot of stuns, but now see we've got everyone debuffed. Spider's turn meter's low due to the Armiger, and once this one comes around, got the slow speed, boom, minus 30%. Boom, minus 30%. So with this build, the Spider never takes a turn. Okay, with Apothecary speeding up, Stag Knight slowing down, and 2 people dropping turn meter, I mean, all we have to worry about is the little Spiderlings coming in. And with the combination of Stag Knight and Miscreated Monster, they're never going to get past that shield. The only time that it's ever slightly an issue is if the shield runs out of turns. But I've got my Miscreated Monster at 210 speed, so he actually rotates around the shield very quickly compared to this guy who's at like 160. So he only ever, I think, takes maybe 1 or 2 attacks without the shield on, so it's never been an issue. I have a 100% clear rate with this, and it's not the fastest thing in the world, you know, we're just kind of slowly whittling away at his HP with War Master. But, I mean, a 3 to 4 minute run on Spider 20 with 100% success rate, that's not bad. And if you're going for Arbiter, this team is fairly easy to get. Miscreated Monster is definitely the outlier. If you don't have him, this doesn't work. But I know a lot of the people in my clan do, and that's who I'm mostly making this for right now. So yeah, so we've got him about halfway right now, and as you see, turn meter staying down, and then boom. So that's the one that's built for the high crit damage. So when he gets those in, you know, that's a pretty big chunk of HP. If you have a weaken in as well, like I did with Rosin, he was hitting for between 690 and 750. So, I mean, Armiger can hit pretty hard, and that's on a 2-turn cooldown if you can keep the turn meter down low enough. And then obviously, if you have like a Cold Heart, something like that, that could come in for this Armiger as well. And between the speed up, slowdowns, and one Armiger with his turn meter reduction, you know, the Heartseeker should be able to cycle back around without ever really letting the Spider take a turn. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. As you can see, Stag Knight, Miscreated Monster, Beast, Armiger, probably the best uncommon in the game. I use them in 2 of my Spider 20 runs. And that's it, 555, and Spider is dead. Alright, that's a pretty decent amulet. So yeah, thanks for watching. I might put out some more videos in the future, so keep an eye out, but thanks.